Yeah! We about to start shortly.
Can you dig it, sucker? Can you dig it, sucker?
All right, we almost ready, man. I'm testing out, man. All right. Hold up. We're going to do a couple shares. If you can, share the content out. We about to go live. We about to turn it up. All right, I think we good, man. Let me go ahead and get ready to cut this music off, man. Oh. Yeah. Nick Moses coming on a Sunday, 5/4/2025. It's a fun day, yeah. Oh, how is everybody doing? Vibes. Yeah. You know, I might need to get my glasses or something, man. Hold on. I gotta get my glasses. Hold on. Watch it. I'm gonna come right back. Hold on. Watch this. Yeah, there we go. I like the way this looks already. I ain't even see it yet. Hold up, I gotta give a shout out to everybody in the chat, man. We gonna blow up the chat. Hold on. Look at that. Oh. All right, hold up. Stop the music, man. I gotta blow up the damn chat. Yo. What's going on, man? Y'all got me running for the glass. I'm like, oh, what are you at? Ooh. Yo, let me give a shout out to everybody in the chat. We got a hot damn show today. We got a lot to talk about. Hopefully everything is set up right. Hopefully. All right. If it don't, I'll work out all the kinks. Let me go ahead and give a shout out. Shane, Melbourne, Australia. What's going on, man? The price is raising on you too, Shane. For Xbox, we're going to talk about that. The price is raising on you too. Chelsea Melts. Shout out to the ladies. We got to give a shout out to the ladies, y'all. When the ladies come through, we got to do it right. All right? DJ Sir Cali, what's going on, sir? Dap me up, hairy knuckles and all. Did you know tithes and an offerings What's going on, man? Good to see you. Neo, Bankhead Bounce with you, sir. Ha is in the house. Lance over there on X, man. We all over. We got 52 tuned in right now from all different channels. We about to get to a hell of a show. We also got the bots. I don't know what the hell the bots gonna be doing, so don't worry about that. Sean, what's going on? Divine, what's going on? I see y'all in the house. Dr. Specimen goes live while I'm at Texas Roadhouse. Man, go on, eat that barbecue, man, and jump on. You know what I'm saying? You good. It's all good. PlayStation Hacks, yo, which chat? I only see the other person. Yo, PlayStation Hacks, we are on multiple platforms. They show the signs there, but PlayStation Hacks, if y'all don't know, my man puts in work. All right, my man puts in work. Shout you out. Dab me up. We go back like Ajax, Flapjacks, Cracker Jacks, Cracker Barrel. You know, I had to do something else. I ain't want to say nothing. But nonetheless, we have a very important show today. A lot of different things to talk about. And it's going to get serious. It's going to get deep. We're going to be talking about the Xbox price hikes. We're going to be talking about Nintendo Switch news. We're going to be talking about video game crimes that happen locally. We're going to be covering a lot today. So if you tuning in right now, you're tuned in to one hell of a show. Giant Bomb, Polygon, major gaming publications going down. We got a lot of ish to talk about. So y'all, before we go ahead and tune in, because we're gonna get right into the topics, I'm gonna go ahead and play the music and let's get straight into it. You know what I mean? Yeah. All right, let's dive into it, man. Yes. Hot and heavy one today. I want to make sure I got the music off because we are getting serious right now. Now, what's going on to everybody? We have 73 total people tuned in right now across platforms. Very important show. We got to get straight into it, okay? I'm not going to waste anybody's time. Thank you for tuning in. You could be anywhere else in the world. You're here with your boy, all right? I had to get all the paperwork together. Everything lined up just for y'all. So if you hear anything in the background, this mic picks up a lot, so work with us, all right? We're going to start with the first topic, okay, of the day for Moses Crime Weekly. It's getting serious, man. We're going to take a moment to get serious. I want everybody to put their serious caps on. Because we're going to act a fool. We are. But I think we need to first get serious. So you think trading cards is a harmless hobby? Tell that to the man that got his ass beat in the parking lot over a Charizard. 38-year-old man from Wollongong, New South Wales. I don't know how to pronounce that. Okay, work with me. He arranged to meet a buyer in a nearby suburb of Warilla to sell a PS9 base set unlimited hollow Charizard. For all my Pokemon fans out there, can y'all tell me what that is? Like, okay, this is news for me, okay, but it's very big. All right, this card is highly sought after and estimated to be worth 8,000 in Australian dollars. I think that's around 5,000 in about, give or take. All right, 5,000 in US dollars. Now, instead of walking away with the cash, the seller was physically assaulted and robbed. The suspect took the card, sped away in a red 2023 Ford Mustang with gray stripes. Police later released surveillance footage to the public, and the police are investigating and have made a public appeal for help identifying the vehicle. Shockingly, their post used Pokemon-themed language that the public did not find funny. To give the exact language that was used in their tweet, turns out Team Rocket's not the only one causing trouble. This was in the actual tweet coming from New South Wales police, okay? The actual tweet. You can go look that up. The attack alarmed collectibles communities all over. Retailers like Jaden Gok of One Stop Poke Shop, saying thefts rising sharply. Multiple game stores across Melbourne were hit earlier this year in smash and grab burglaries. Shane, right in the chat, this is close to your home. Okay, we've been speaking with Shane for a long time. This is right by your house, man. Smash and grabs are happening, totaling over 1 million Australian dollars. All right. The stolen car is not the first edition. There may have been a rarer, shadowless version. All right. The PSA 9 is worth about $5,000 here, but if he had a PSA 10, $250,000. How do you make it? How do you survive through that? Now, the attack has prompted debate around regulation, okay, card insurance, and safe trading protocols for high-value collectibles. High-value collectibles. So you're going to start to see more in-store trading platforms and verification services, and it's going to be all types of stuff now. Because every time this happens, especially around the trading cards, which are getting highly sought after, and everybody's being jacked for them, more than Jordans. This is real. And I'm a black man, you know where I'm from, man. Them Jordans is real. They'll hit you for a Pokemon card before they hit you with some Jordans now. It's easy, right? It's a card. It's sleek. Watch out, okay? Watch out. We're going to move on to the next segment. I do want to get to some of the chats here. Gregory Rasputin says, gotta catch them all. Y'all are some sick individuals. Divine, AFK, Pokemon, let's go to the polls. Shane Cockburn, now he's actually in Melbourne, Australia. He says, yes, many stores in Melbourne are being robbed. You guys, if you're out there, we got fans all over. And Shane, I might be out there before you come in. I don't know. We might even, I got my passport. Who would meet in the dark? What? Totally agree, Chelsea Mel. Who would meet? Like, I've done deals at the police station. And y'all know, hey, I don't typically be around the police. But when it comes to selling somebody, hey, police. All right, so. Gregory, thank you for the follow. And I know there's been others to follow. I forgot who else follow. I apologize for missing you. Keithius for the follow on Twitch. Appreciate y'all. Everybody on Twitch, dap me up. Harry Knuckles and all. We got a lot of people tuning in. Okay. So let's go ahead and get on to the next one, which this one is a good one. Because we got very good stuff to talk about. So we got to move through. Okay. And I know y'all in the chat. Yo, some of these comments be ridiculous, man. I can't even read them live. Now, what if I told y'all A PlayStation 5 controller, PS5 controller, took down a multi-state crime ring. Would you believe me? Would you believe me? I don't know if you would. Shout out Chelsea. Thank you. Thank you for, I can't even say no. Now, look, you interrupting the algorithm, but shout out to the ladies. Ladies don't come in often, guys, so we stop it for the ladies every time. Be respectful. Gentlemen, shout out Chelsea Melts. Now, this is a true story. A PlayStation 5 controller took down a multi-state ring, and I'm going to break down exactly what happened. Y'all going to think this is some straight-up Grand Theft Auto shit. Be honest. The case began all the way back on November 15th, 2024, around 10 a.m. You know what? I got something better for y'all. How about this? Oh, yeah. Let's switch it up. Let's give y'all something a little better. Let's give y'all some video and some audio to go with it. Now, this began November 5th of 2024 around 10 a.m. when 3 masked suspects targeted a Bank of America ATM in, I think it's Tempe. Okay, I think that's Tempe, Arizona. 2 technicians were servicing the machine when they were ambushed by the trio, who ordered them to step aside, and the suspects were then forcibly removed. Okay. Well, excuse me, the suspects forcibly removed multiple cash cassettes, making off with approximately $279,000 in cash. Oh, my damn. Woo, this is one? This is one hit of theirs? Yo. Okay, my bad. Here's the twist, though. The cash cassettes, a lot of people don't know this, especially when it comes to armed vehicles, banks. A lot of these cash cassettes, just like these, were equipped with GPS tracking devices. Yes, they were. And within an hour, police tracked the signal to a nearby apartment complex. They found the getaway car abandoned. The cash cassettes emptied. Most crucially, a PlayStation 5 controller that was left behind. A lot of people saying, oh, fingerprints. I know where y'all going. Fingerprints. That's what a lot of people going. Yep. That's what we're going to do. We're going to fingerprint. I don't know what the hell this video is. What is this? What's this video? Oh, that's something else. Okay. I ain't know what they're going. Okay. I'm about to say, you're throwing me off now. Do not do that, algorithm. But believe it or not, it was not fingerprints. It was something else. The controller turned out to be the smoking gun into this investigation that broke open everything. And I'm going to tell you how. The Tempe police forensically accessed the controller and linked it. And guess what they linked it to? Take a guess. I want somebody in the chat to take a guess. What y'all think they linked it to? All right, nobody. Okay. Ain't nobody got it yet. I see a couple different chats on different ones. Nobody got it. Okay. Well, I'm going to tell you this. It was actually linked to personal login information and social media accounts. Damn. PlayStation snitching, y'all. I'm here to say it first. I'm sorry. PlayStation snitching. My homies right here. I ain't gonna say homies. Y'all some damn dirty bastards that's robbing ATMs. And they ain't hot too. He spit on that thing. That's like something else. All right. But y'all are dirty bastards. But nonetheless, they was just playing PlayStation. I don't think that. But Gamer Sweat, that's some good choices. But personal login information on these controllers. Now, I don't know if all controllers like Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo, and all these things hold your personal login information, but you need to be careful. All right. But the suspects, they got them. Popped. Maurice Brooks, Michael Lazaro, and Anthony Smith have all been arrested. These men were no local small timers either. Okay. At least it wasn't man juice. Oh, goodness. They were a part of a Houston-based ATM robbery syndicate. They were trying to catch these guys for a while. Matter of fact, their crimes went as far as Tucson, Las Vegas, Sacramento, Olaf, Kansas. I think it's a couple others. I ain't got them here. Okay. They snitched on themselves. I'm going to be honest. They kind of did. Now, this was all the way back in November 5th of 2024. Within an hour, police got there. They didn't get them because the crime. They thought they were smart. They got away quick. They knew GPS devices were in there, but they left an abandoned car with the PlayStation controller, which got them caught. Following days later, police analyzed that PlayStation 5 controller. And what do you know? On April 2025, the FBI arrested all three suspects in Houston, Texas. Houston, Texas. Damn. All three of them together. They're probably hanging out. Now, 2 suspects extradited to Arizona, and 1 remains in federal custody. Court date scheduled for Brooks and Smith in U.S. District Court of Arizona. Now, this is another case that shows how digital footprints can put a footprint in your ass. So, I suggest if you do things, if you go with 3 people, why don't you minimize that to 1? And next, if you're also going to do something, have no smart devices with you. Okay? But you dumbasses got caught through a PlayStation 5 controller. Let's give it up for Tempe police. Doing their job. Getting the filthy scum off the streets. Okay. On to the next one. This one's a little disturbing. I don't even know if I have video footage for this one. I don't think so. I don't want to. Please don't. I do. Now, some of that I might have to, you know what? We might have to blur out some of that on screen. Some of these things is not supposed to come up on screen. Okay, I wasn't supposed to. I didn't plan that. Okay, but that was part of the news segment that they brought it up. You know what I mean? But this one's disgusting, sick, twisted, will make everybody think twice. The reason I wanted to bring this up is because I have children that play Roblox, and I think every single child of mine plays Roblox. And it's a big concern of mine. I talk to my children all the time. Do not talk to people, you know, hey, you know who got caught? Of course, the boy got caught, right? He did something, the account got banned. He on his 5th account. You know, it's always the boy. You know what I mean? But nonetheless, it is a huge concern. And this one is about a Florida teen who was accused of orchestrating one of the most disturbing digital grooming crimes in recent history. And this wasn't through the dark web. It was actually through your www web, okay? Right there, public. On a platform that was designed for children, Roblox. Christian Scribbin. We're going to say your name loud. Christian Scribbin. They show your name. They need to show your picture a couple more times. He's a 17-year-old from Ocala, Florida. Now, I believe he's an adult because they can show his name. All right? We can show a couple other things. So, Christian Scribbin, you're about to get this work. He is facing adult charges after allegedly, and we're going to have to be careful on our words, folks, okay? Exploiting numerous young on Roblox, okay? Which is a gaming platform popular amongst many kids. According to investigators, Scribbin used fake identities to convince to send explicit content. I hope we can get that one off. That's pretty fair. Often coercing them into something to themselves or siblings. I'm hoping we're getting to buy this. I'm trying to get by, guys, okay? Chelsea Melts, thank you for the cheer. Big salute. Thank you. We're trying to make the algorithm happen. This is disgusting. Yes, he will have a lot of fun in prison. I will agree to that. They're going to have a lot of fun with this guy in prison. All right, 17 years old. He's young and ripe. That's what these guys look for. They look for ripe bananas. They found them one. Now, Scribbin admitted to communicating with 4 to 5 per day for over a year. I want y'all to do the math on that. 365 days in a year, 4 to 5, you know what, per year. That's what he admitted to communicating with. His grooming involved lying about his age to appear trustworthy. Once contact was established on Roblox, he would have conversations on Discord, even text messaging for privacy. Some of these were often under the number 9. Marion County Sheriff's Office received a tip on February 28th from the National Center of Missing and Exploited stating that someone in the area was directing to produce abuse material of, there we go. We're being very careful on our words because they can take the stream down at any point. Okay, I can tell you, I've had stream sniped, beep, gone. Everybody had to go to another platform. We don't want that today. Okay, so we're being very careful, but you guys get the idea. Now, February 28th was when the first tip was received by Marion County Sheriff's Office for this guy. Okay, the investigation began and authorities identified Scribben as the individual directing them to commit these. All right, Scribben is then taken and initially held by the Department of Juvenile Justice. Juvenile Justice, so he's on the borderline being that. Scribben is charged as an adult, I called it, okay, and transferred to the Marion County Jail where he is currently being held without bond. I don't know if a lot of people know, but I'm just going to say now, we're going to move on because Christian Scribben is disgusting. I want to, I don't know if I can pull that up right now. I'm going to try to pull it up, man, okay? Because sometimes pulling these links up, it ain't letting me pull it up, man. See, that's what I mean. I'm going to try. Man, if you mess me up, all right, okay. All right, there we go. PlayStation hacks. All right, okay. My bad. Hold up. See, there you go. I almost messed myself up. I told you when I start clicking stuff, man. That's why I got the glasses on to be focused. You know what I mean? I'm serious with my glasses on. Notice I ain't tripped. We got some hot subjects to talk about. Okay. But definitely, PlayStation hacks. Big salute for the share out. Everybody's sharing out the content, man. Appreciate it. Clip it up. Do everything. We got to talk about some gaming platforms going down. We got to bring up some more podcasts, man. I'm trying to get down with y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to bring y'all with me. We need to go all get us the couches. You know what I'm saying? The whole crew come in. We run this. You know, the new Giant Bomb. Stop. I ain't going to do that because Giant Bomb is a good platform. It's a lot of good people working there. I don't even want to do that, man. I ain't like that. Let's go ahead and get back to it, man. Now, that was Moses Crime Weekly. That is the crime that's happening locally in your neighborhoods, y'all. Be careful. Be careful. Glasses are off, y'all. Okay. Now it's time to get to the good stuff. I'm going to see if these buttons work. Hold on. I haven't tried them in a bit. Let's see. Oh, yeah. And I got the Stream Deck working, y'all. Hold up. Dusty Stream Deck is working, man. Let's give it up for the Dusty Stream Deck, man. Hold on. Let's see if it's still working. We give it up for the Dusty Stream Deck. All right, my bad. I ain't dusted in a minute, so it's dusty. My fault. Y'all, Nintendo news. This is where, for those who do not know, I'm going to shout out Dr. Specimen, PlayStation Hacks, Shane. It's a lot of people out there, even on Twitch. A lot of y'all know the Nintendo content I be on. All right, so let's get to it, okay? Reports have surfaced that a user allegedly running the copy of Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild on a Switch 2 it's a dev test unit, a full month before release, okay? A full month before release. He actually beat the game. Yes, we got somebody who already beat the game on a Nintendo Switch 2. Now, apparently, it's a Switch dev kit. We don't know, but he posted screenshots and brief gameplay clips, which appear very authentic, but they have not been officially announced by Nintendo. This leak has caused panic online about potential piracy or security vulnerabilities in the new hardware. So a lot of people are discussing it right now. But a guy already beat the game. Okay, we moved on. I told you, I got tons of Nintendo news. So we got to move through. But this is actually this month. This just happened. Images and footage began circulating. So if you have not seen it, please take a look. Nintendo has not issued a public statement, okay, yet. They may release a public statement because this is kind of serious. And I must say, Nintendo, you're slacking on your security efforts because if a guy's able to show that he played the full game on your Nintendo Switch 2 console before its release, might deter people from buying it. I'm just saying. All right. So, let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Like I said, we got a lot of Nintendo news to talk about. Nintendo cracks down. Nintendo. Wow, y'all didn't hear that. Matter of fact. There we go. I told myself to shut up. Now, Nintendo cracks down on eShop shovelware. Yes, they do. They updated the eShop and how games appear in eShop rankings. Yes, the goal was to bury low-effort shovelware that used to top the charts, but no longer anymore. This comes after rising complaints from many Nintendo owners that the asset flips and Tencent titles were dominating visibility. So a lot of people going, hey, I got $1, right? I can't afford this game because it costs $1.99. I'll buy 10 Tencent games. Wow, 10 cent. Damn. I see where you're going. All right, my fault. All right, let's go. We got a lot to talk about. I got so much. I want to move on because we got the Nintendo update to also talk about CFW for those out. We got a lot, but let me slow walk this. All right. Developers noticed changes in how games ranked in surfaces. There were a lot of developers who were upset at this. Nintendo confirmed that these adjustments will help these developers out. So these indie developers are so happy now that their games are able to be seen versus being piled on by this asset flip crap and 10-cent titles. I think it's a great thing for these people and the eShop. This is a big win for Nintendo. We got to give it up for Nintendo on this one. That's a big win for Nintendo. Okay. Now, eShop cleaner, no Sudoku clones. I hate seeing Sudoku. I hate Sudoku. Anyways, let's move on. Nintendo also files a lawsuit against Genki. Is that how you pronounce it? I think it's Genki. All right. Hold up. eShop is better now. It was crap before the update. Thank you, Keithy. Keithy even testifies right there. We got somebody right there that's telling y'all eShop is crap. Can we get a hallelujah? Can we get a hallelujah?
Can you dig it?
I can dig it. All right. Now, we're going to go ahead. We're on to the next one. Hold on. We got Draw 29. The increase in price on AAA titles really give the spotlight for indie devs to shine because they are much cheaper and very enjoyable. We're going to talk about game prices also, Draw 29, in a moment. We're going to talk about that because that is something we got to talk about. John 5, how you doing? Dap me up, Harry Knuckles and all. Let's get to it. Freestyle in the building. We got a lot of people tuning in, man. Hit the like if you want to think, because I know some of y'all ain't hit the like. I do it too when I just be watching stuff. So I don't blame y'all. But if you can, just go ahead and hit the like. You know what I mean? Wipe your feet at the dough and then share it out. All right? That's all you got to do. We can talk shit all you want. Burn up the chat. All right. Now, Nintendo files a lawsuit against Genki, which is a popular accessory brand for showcasing and promoting mock-up designs for the Switch 2. I believe they were ones that were at one of the big gaming conferences that Nintendo actually announced the Switch 2. And I believe they were the ones that had their Switch 2 peripherals available. I believe it was them, Genki. Now, Nintendo alleges these mock-ups are based on insider info or leaks, which are a major breach in confidentiality. Genki claims the designs were speculative, okay, off the information that was leaked. Now, could y'all blame Genki? Like, imagine somebody saying, hey, they leaked the specs of Nintendo Switch 2. So Genki says, we're going to use this as our design to go off of. They do, and everything works out. Can you sue them? They did not. Now, they didn't see your system and they didn't physically have one, but just guessing the dimensions. So they're able to come out with these different, peripherals before anybody else. What do y'all think about that? I just got to ask that because that's something I'm very curious to see how y'all feel about. Now, Genki, never mind, I read that. Okay, this is in late April 2025. Genki showcases the Switch 2 mock-ups, and I remember telling you guys about that. We went over that on the podcast. So that raised a lot of questions about freedom of design and IP protection, okay? Now, I want to ask y'all, what do y'all think? Okay, what do y'all? We got a couple just for the standard. Luckily, we get free games here on Twitch. Yo, shout out to some of you. Hey, everybody, just so y'all know, the free games on Twitch. Hey, shouting it out, letting y'all know. Just for watching. It's only a limited time because the channel point's going to go up. Okay, and that's going to be coming to other platforms too. I think we already did the TikTok thing. We coming on. Freestyle, the legend. Yo, I ain't seen you in a while, my guy. Where you been? All right, brother. Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra costs $1,300 plus tax and a case, and that's basically $1,500. Nobody is completely about that because a lot of people buy it because it's an absolute beast. My man brought up the Samsung. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, Samsung's a beast. I ain't gonna hate on the Samsung, man. Get out of it! No, I'm joking with you. Genki was best known for the Bluetooth adapters before Nintendo added Bluetooth support to the Switch. That's huge. That is very huge. Okay, now we got more stuff. Let's go ahead and move on. Now, Nintendo's new virtual game card system. Oh, I know. Don't boo me, y'all. Don't boo me. I know. Let me just get through it. And y'all can get it off your chest, okay? I almost about to slap the damn mic over because I was mad at this one. Nintendo's new virtual game card system replaces traditional cartridge swapping with digital license swapping. Yes, it does. These virtual cards can be loaned to family members and moved between consoles, but they require online access and they may limit traditional game sharing. It will! Nintendo, what the hell is wrong with you? Hell yeah, it will limit traditional game sharing. You think we stupid? Oh my gosh. My fault, y'all. They announced it in the system update, yes, 20.0.0, which tore a lot of people up in them custom firmware systems. I see y'all accidentally updated. How many times is your kid accidentally updating? Is your dog accidentally updating? You can't accidentally update all the time. Sometimes it's just you. You pressed the button. You got eager. You was trying to play, BB and Tina, and you messed up. Phone going off, sorry. While innovative, critics argue this strips away consumer rights like offline play, physical ownership, and permanent access, and also could impact the Nintendo Switch 2's reception amongst its fans, which I agree. So to me, it's like if you bought the game, right? You got to ask nicely with a little bit of Wi-Fi, and we give you the game. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is with Nintendo. Hey, ask nicely, and you get a little bit of Wi-Fi. Give you the game, man. But you better ask nicely, because we'll snipe you. Okay? Now, another thing we're going to discuss with Nintendo. I told you, it's so much Nintendo news, bro. And we still got to talk about prices and everything. So this is hopefully this is the last couple of There's so much news. All right? Nintendo Switch firmware just updated to 20.0.1. A lot of people realized the first update for 20.0.0. There's another update. So let's go ahead and talk about what this update adds, and then we'll go ahead and discuss like custom firmware, what that means to some of those guys. Now, it adds the system transfer to Switch 2, so you can begin that process, I do believe, to get everything ready for your Nintendo Switch 2. So everyone who pre-ordered, get in there, baby. Get ready. Get ready. Because it's going to be one. Get ready for your Switch 2, man. Freestyle said Nintendo was just being petty. They waited too long to reveal the damn thing. He got them. They did wait. They did wait. Keithius, I do not like the update. Speak on that. Speak on that, man. Talk, God. Talk, God. You know what I mean? User verification settings have also changed. Game share for Switch 2 local play and a virtual game card menu, right? There's going to be visual updates, color changes to the home menu icons, and also depreciated primary console designation in favor of pass-enabled console. What the hell does that mean? I do not know. Didn't look it up. Didn't research it. But depreciated primary console and designation in favor of a pass-enabled console, which means it's probably getting ready for the Switch 2. I think your Nintendo Switch was probably only a primary console because there was no other console to move to. So now they changed it to a pass-enabled console so you can start the process to a Nintendo Switch 2. Bow! That's a guess. That's a guess. And I do left-hand cigarettes sometimes, guys. All the time, actually. April 29th. Is when it was released, and May 2nd is when they released the 20.0.1 update that followed the 20.0.0 update. Now, these updates are essential for anyone planning to move to Switch 2. I'm letting you know now. So if you want to move to the Switch 2, you better hurry up and get these updates and start preparing yourself, because it's going to be one hell of a show. Everybody's on it. This is probably, to me, this is just me, the most hyped console release I have ever seen in my damn life. And I think other consoles were better, but this one is just the leaks and the hype behind it. You're probably going to be part of the best console release in history. I'm just going to say that. Now, we got a couple more things. I don't mind these $450 price, but the $90 games is pathetic. It's basically $100 including tax. Yo, we gonna get to that right next. Y'all right on it. Y'all getting to it. Now, right before we get to these price hikes, I'm gonna say this. Everybody who owns a custom firmware Nintendo Switch, okay, a modified Nintendo Switch. I seen Sires live on Twitch. Sires, I be going live. I chat with you. I donate time to time. I like to give to you. I think I donate to you. I ain't even gonna cap. I may not have donated to you, but I think I have. I don't know. All right. But nonetheless, I tune in, I comment, I try to make sure to support, you know what I mean, and be there. I watch the ads. That's support. If y'all guys watch the ads when I'm live, that's supporting me. Right? Okay? But he's working on it. Y'all soon will get an update, and then you'll be able to play your custom firmware games again, all your pirated software. Okay, because that's really what you want. You want piracy. That's what you want. You want to play your copied games. You want to play all the stuff that's on Nintendo Switch Online for free. I understand. That's what you want to do. I was there. I was a junkie. I was scratching every day. I had every game. I had the discography, and I got rid of the itch. Partly. We're going to go ahead and move on to the next one. Now, let's see if we got this working. And okay, time to talk about it, man. This is what everybody want to talk about. This week in gaming, y'all, Xbox has ignited a fire across the community. Everybody is hot. Everybody want to put a foot in Xbox ass, right? Thank you, Divine. Thank you. I appreciate your support. Now, this is bad. I ain't gonna lie, I'm an Xbox Microsoft fanboy. I got stock in Microsoft. This hurt my feelings, y'all. There's been a lot of stuff with Microsoft that's been hurting me lately. So I'm right with y'all. In a move that stunned players and analysts alike, Microsoft raised the prices of nearly everything in the Xbox ecosystem. Consoles, controllers, and even the games themselves. But the question on everyone's mind, why now? Xbox hardware sales are already falling, so why do they raise the prices? That's what everybody likes to wonder. Now, we're going to get to a lot of these chats right as I get to reading this, because I see y'all burning it up, and I love some of these comments. I'm going to read through these. All right. On May 1st, 2025, Microsoft officially enacted a global price hike. Yes, this is a global price hike. Everybody's being affected. This is not just no U.S. shit. This is not just no, oh, I'm over in Australia kicking it with Shane and I'm trying to get it for the Lolo. Nope. We're going to feel it over there too. All right. We're going to feel it everywhere. How? Don't know, but everybody's going to feel it. Microsoft has enacted this global price hike that made the prices of an Xbox Series X increased from $499.99 to $599.99. I don't know how much a percent that is. Somebody do the work on me. That's like 27%. It's like 27% or something. Crazy, right? Xbox Series S, yes, the S, the watered down Kool-Aid with no sugar, Flavor Aid with tons of sugar version. Okay, Flavor Aid decent. I ain't gonna hate on y'all. I know some of y'all drink Flavor Aid. My bad. It jumped from $299 to $379. That's crazy. The standard Xbox controllers are up $10 to $15. So if you were paying $60 for a controller, $50 for a controller, you're now looking at $70 for a controller, $60 for a controller. It's going to go $100 controller is probably going to be $120, $130. It's only going up, guys. We got to take a stand. Y'all. I'm not finished reading the news, but I'm damn near ready to go off with y'all. I'm about to pull out. I ain't going to take a shot on stream, but I'm damn near about to take a shot on stream. This shit is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. I don't give a damn about cost and all that. I don't give a damn. You can shove that cost up your ass. You got billions. You rich get richer. Nope. I'm not letting that shit ride. Microsoft, I love you. We fanboys and all, but we got to have some family talk. I'm going to finish the news, but we're going to have some family talk. Now, the massive spike wasn't leaked in advance. It hit suddenly, catching gamers and retailers off guard. Amazon listings in the US and Europe, for instance, still showed outdated prices into early May. Y'all better go. You know it's right now. Y'all might still have a chance to grab an Xbox for a low price because they are hiking the prices. Amazon is taking a stand. Amazon don't want to put up shit for the Nintendo Switch 2. But guess what, Amazon? You keeping them prices low for the Xbox. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Get your Amazon Prime accounts, y'all. I'm going to shout y'all out. Much as I shitted on you for not having the Switch 2 pre-order, I'm going to give you your props for keeping them prices the same on Amazon. I like to keep the energy the same. All right? Now, at the same time, Microsoft released its latest earning report. And listen to this. The numbers paint a contradictory picture. Hardware revenue down, confirming what everybody knew. Okay, we all knew that. Xbox consoles just... All right, I'm going to be honest. They don't sell. Overall, gaming revenue is up, though, okay? It's driven by the success of the Game Pass. And everybody know we all love Game Pass. Don't front. All right, don't front. I love Game Pass, too. I ain't going to lie. I played Yakuza Like a Dragon on Game Pass so long until they took it away. But I bought it right before they took it away. It was a great game. So Game Pass does encourage purchase of games, I will admit. But Game Pass is a nice way to play the games. All right. I'm just saying, I know I'm part of that ecosystem, y'all. My bad. I bought a couple digital games too, y'all. I ain't buying physical. My bad. I'm going to say to y'all first, my bad. I need to stop that. I got a problem. Tell y'all that. All right. So the combinations of these two facts, falling console sales and rising service profits, has led to analysts believe this price hike isn't just about inflation or manufacturing costs. But guess what? What we all know, a pivot. It's a pivot. Microsoft, we know what you're doing. You want everybody to come over to your subscription-based model. That's what you're doing. It's obvious. It's obvious. You want everybody to come to the subscription-based model. You're trying to say, hey, guys, games are going to be $80. But guess what? If you have Game Pass, we'll heavily discount it for you. Now you get 25% off a game. You're not paying $80 no more. It's back to regular price. Yeah, all you need to do is pay us per month. And I know the price going up. Yeah, you pay $20 a month. We know. Yeah, we counting. Okay, 240 ducats a year we made off you, including the games you're purchasing. We counting your pockets. Microsoft, it's nasty work, man. That's all I got to say. Now, April 2025, European retailers like Game leaked early signs of the pricing changes. So a lot of people kind of seen this through Game, which is a popular retailer out there. Yo, I got to check them out, man. Their stores are beautiful. They look beautiful, at least the way they look. I don't know. They might be garbage going in. Microsoft confirms the price hike is global and effective immediately. They said that May 1st. Now, Game Pass titles still remain unaffected, but Amazon and other retailers lagging and updating their listings, y'all. We know Amazon for sure, but some others are lagging. So jump on it. If you're buying an Xbox, buy your... And you know what? This might be a plan to get everybody to buy it right now so they stock go up. This might be a plan. I don't know. You might need to sell your system, y'all. Hey, Suge Knight, if you was here out right now, you could be on the side of Sony. Like, if you don't want Microsoft dancing all in your videos, you don't want Microsoft wearing #1, you got to wear #2, come over to Sony. You know what I mean? It's about time. But Sony is going to raise prices on y'all ass next. Now, this moment could mark the turning point, y'all, in video game history. I'm going to tell y'all, because if Microsoft makes this change, it is going to happen to Sony. It is going to happen to every single thing else. Now, I do think there will be some other console that'll come along and try to make it in the market. Steam Deck. I hated you. I ain't going to say I hated you. My bad. I doubted you. I didn't think you were going to be what you were going to be. You failed previously, you know, with the Steam machine and all that. We ain't going to talk. But you did great. All right, I'll give you props. Dap me up. But Microsoft made the choice to raise its prices during a financial window where everybody knows that Microsoft is doing this shit for profit. It's the only reason, Microsoft. Right now, your investors, me, want their money, and they want to keep those prices going up. We had a lot of stocks go down. We want our money. Because yes, I do have stock in Microsoft. It is probably right now at, and I ain't going to check. It's going to take too long to log in, but it's probably at $400 a share or around there. Okay? Just to let y'all know. I be on my stocks. Okay? And yes, I do got multiple shares. To let you know. I keep my Microsoft stock. That stock don't do nothing but 10 years go up. Microsoft is around, y'all. Let me let y'all know. If y'all want to look into stocks, start putting your money into stuff that stay around, and you're going to get your money. All right? That's as simple as that. Okay. Now I want to get to these comments because there was a lot of comments. Y'all was killing these comments, man. I want to go ahead and get to a couple of these. It made too many changes. This is Keithius talking about the Nintendo Switch. It made too many changes to playing my own games. I got 4 Nintendo Switches. I had to turn off the licenses to play on all my Nintendo Switches. That is Keithius. Nasty work, Nintendo, for that update. Draw 29. We are in a paradox right now. Buy a gaming PC. You don't have money left to afford games. Buy games. You don't have money left to build a PC or upgrade. Yo, that reminds me of that cycle. Have y'all ever heard that cycle? Like, I'm going to try to remember it. I don't have money because I don't have a job. I don't have job because I don't have schooling. I don't have schooling because I can't afford it. And I can't afford it because I don't have a job, right? I think that's kind of how it goes. It's like a cycle. That's kind of how this feels. I'm kind of with you. It's like a rock and a hard place. I agree. Divine AFK, great gamer depression. Can you? Nah, my fault. I gave you the shut up. My fault. I meant to give you the can you dig it. Don't shut up, Divine. My fault. I be doing that sometimes. I be on that. Neo, no thank. I will stay with my PC. Y'all PC gamer. I ain't gonna lie. I'm PC gaming too. So I'm with you. PC gaming, you ain't got none of this to worry about. All PC gamers are standing on a mountain looking down on us console players, man. We are pitied. We got poverty boxes. We got po man machines. They got these super machines and we can't beat them. That's it. I face the facts and I've come over to reality. Yes, poverty boxes. That's what we have. Okay? It's the new name for consoles. Marketed today, poverty boxes is the new name for consoles. My fault. My fault. The prices are bad. What is worse is when will we be paying more in the future for digital-only consoles? Yo, I'm with my man right here. PlayStation Hacks got facts right here. If you right now are paying this amount for consoles with disk drives, imagine what you're going to be paying for digital-only consoles later on because they're going to okay the price. Now, that's something we need to all remember. Everybody to this day, remember, when they release the next generation consoles without physical hardware, we need to look at the price and say, what are we paying for? We need to look at that. Keithius, PlayStation is going to raise prices too. I wouldn't be surprised if the Pro is 1,000 smackaroos. Talk to him nice, Keithius. Sony going to get me caught when I... You can't be sticking up the ATM, man. You can't do it. I hope Valve will release a Steam Deck too. I'm not gonna lie, Valve, beautiful. If they've mastered the Steam Deck. They mastered it, man. They need to release a Steam Deck too. Matter of fact, they can call it the Steam Deck Pro. They don't even have to call it Steam Deck 2. They can call it Steam Deck whatever. Matter of fact, Steam Deck W, Steam Deck whatever, and we all buy it. We'll all buy it. It's just that great. All right? Now, look, $435.28. Keithius, thank you. I told y'all I'm around. I'm close. I'll be keeping, and it went up like hell. Let's go. Okay, my fault. My fault, y'all. I'm happy. Microsoft stock. It's around for one. I tell you, thing going up. When I first bought my share, it was at like $280, my first share. And then I said, okay, it kept going up, man. I'm telling y'all, invest in Microsoft. Budget boxes. Them budget boxes. Hey, I don't know, them BDBs, them budget boxes, man. I like that, JDN. All right, poverty boxes. I feel like poverty just hit with poorness. You know what I mean? Budget boxes you might get a good deal. You know what I mean? Budget box, you might get a good deal. Poverty boxes, you know. Okay, but let's go ahead and move on. We got to the next subject. All right, that's enough. We tore them up. The game prices is ridiculous. I can't even spit no more on any of these things because the Hawk 2 girl ruined everything. Elbow drop, Macho Man off the top ropes. There we go. Let's move on. Y'all, near and dear to my heart, it hurts to say, and I'm going to be honest, I think this is a testament to platforms like this one right here. By the way, 176 people live. Let's screenshot that, because a lot of people be thinking you be lying, right? When you talk about people tuning in, 176 people live. Let me screenshot this and then show everyone later on, right? So we ain't got to say nothing. We got 176 people live across all platforms. I thank you all. Please go ahead, hit the like, share out the content, all right? Because we're talking about platforms that have lost the grasp on video gaming. Blizzard Fox, what's going on? Dab me up. Harry Knuckles and all. Okay, two of the most iconic names in video game journalism, yes, that is Giant Bomb and Polygon, have just been rocked to the core. From firings to creative exoduses, I hope I pronounced that right, to entire mastheads being gutted. The landscape of gaming coverage may never look the same, and I'm going to tell you guys why. Giant Bomb, the beloved personality-driven video game commentary platform, is facing an existential crisis. One of the site's key creative leads, Dan Reichert, I believe how to pronounce it, might get that wrong, abruptly left the flagship Giant Bombcast show. Damn. Got a boo, man. He abruptly left. Now, Jeff Grubb, who was another major contributor, confirmed his exit shortly after, stating, out of a job at the moment, but I'll always be doing game mess. Talk to him, Jeff. Keep doing your thing, Jeff. I like Jeff. All right. These departures stem from fandom's corporate interference, and fandom also owns GameSpot and Metacritic, for those who do not know. Initiated what it calls a strategic reset and realignment of its media brands. Essentially corporate speak for firing people. I ain't gonna say that, but it's corporate speak for changing the business. All right, I'm gonna be a little more quiet. I ain't gonna do y'all like that. Y'all might need to hire me next. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to do that giant bomb. Y'all might. Let me stop talking to y'all. Y'all gonna fire them folks like that. That's wrong. Now, Vox Media has officially sold Polygon to Valnet. Okay, so Polygon has not only been sold off, they're having also some mass layoffs. We'll talk about that. A content aggregation company known for high volume SEO driven publishing and major culture shift from Polygon's editorial roots. Now, Polygon actually mentioned us here in an article. So I got to shout out Polygon. When we did the interview with Gary Bowser, they were one of the publications that actually talked about it. So I got to give a big shout out to Polygon. I can't really say nothing bad about any platform that shared our content out, right? Almost immediately after the acquisition happened, there were mass layoffs reported. Polygon's co-founder and editor-in-chief, Chris Planty, confirmed his own departure and highlighted that many talented writers and editors are now on the market. Valnet is infamous for prioritizing ad revenue and click metrics over journalism integrity, leading to the community concern that Polygon's unique editorial voice is officially gone. So, I want to say to y'all, we can go ahead. It ain't much more to talk about on that. Okay, it's like, that's a sad story, man. Like, what are we talking about? It ain't nothing. It's sad. I want to shed a tear. You know what I mean? Like, a giant bomb cast is something that I've known for a long time, man. It's a giant bomb cast. I think that's how they usually say it, but I refer to him as Giant Bomb. I used to listen to him a couple of times. I ain't gonna lie, not a lot, a couple of times for like the feel of how I wanted a gaming podcast to be. When I first started my podcast, I was like, yo, what do I want it to be? And it was Giant Bombcast. That was one I used to listen to. And I'm like, man, they got different people on. I like that. Now the difference is I got my own total swag right now. And you see this shit totally different sounds. And boy, we got our own people. Y'all can say whatever the hell y'all want. We ain't got no corporate structure holding over our heads, telling us what the hell we can and can't say. You're damn right. Shit. Hell yeah. Fuck that shit. You see, I can say fuck that shit. I can't even say that normally. You know what I'm saying? I can't say that normally. It's a great feeling, man. It feels great. It's freedom. Okay? It's freedom. I ain't gonna lie. It's great freedom. I don't know if I want to lose that, man. They come by with some ducats though. I might change. And you notice I ain't swear too much because they can still pull the plug on any of these platforms. I'm still on the platform. I respect y'all. All right, shout out to the platform. Still remember the first time when you started. Proud to say that I was there when you made. Yo, big shout out, man. People was around when I started. Yo, long time ago, man. I've been around the world of 999. 180, baby. Now we got 180 people tuning in, man. Keep it going, man. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one. All right, because we got the Choose Your Fate segment, which, by the way, everybody, Choose Your Fate is the hottest segment right now, going across everywhere. If you don't know, now you know. All right? This one I had to do because as much shit as we talked about with Microsoft, I felt it's only right Sony gets some of this work too. Okay? Felt it's only right. All right, Alex, dap me up. I see you in the chat, Alex. Hey, they got to get some of this work too. All right? All right. So here we go. Now, and Keithius, he ain't lying before we even start. Keithius, you see that right there? It better be a big bag if I sell this podcast, man. If y'all start censoring me, it better be a big bag. And I'm the type that's going to come on the platform and tell every single one of y'all, I'm not going to lie. No, I ain't gonna lie. On the show, I can't do it because they gonna tell me I can't do it. But I'm gonna come back on this platform right here. I'm gonna say, y'all, I'm censored at my job. Because right here, I'm gonna tell y'all the real. And if they fire me, they knew I was gonna be this before I got hired because I told them I gotta keep my platform. I've never sell out my original platform. That's something I would never do, no matter what. All right? So, regardless, well, they throw a couple million. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. They throw a milli at your boy. I might say, hey, I'm censored and all that. Cut off the Nick Moses on podcast. Dump that shit. That shit was fire, but we got it. Nah, I'm joking, man. I ain't gonna do y'all like that. I got too many people counting on me. I'll never do that to the people that count on me, bro. I swear. And that's on everything I love. I don't care how much you throw at me. I'm gonna have something where I can give back to everybody the same way I've been doing. I've always been giving back. I'm never gonna change that, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just something I gotta do. All right, big shout out, man. Big shout out, Chelsea Mills. Thank you for that. Shout out to the ladies. Now, let me go ahead and get to it. once considered the face of the PlayStation brand, is no more. Yes, Sackboy, the charming protagonist from the Little Big Planet series, was quietly dropped from the PlayStation Productions logo montage. Yes, they didn't say anything, but they dropped Sackboy like a sack of shit. This intro is seen before major media projects like the new Until Dawn movie, features PlayStation mascots past and present, except now it no longer includes Sackboy. Wow. No longer includes Sackboy. Very nice. Convenient. Sony. Michael Crump, good to see you. Dap me up, Harry Knuckles and all. I always love everybody to tune in from other platforms. For those who don't know, Michael Crump, I see you on Twitter, I see you on YouTube, I see you on a couple platforms, sir. Keep grinding, sir. That's what we all doing. Polygon's going, Giant Bomb is going. This is up to us. We got to save gaming. Like, seriously. All right, we got to. No, Polygon's not gone. It's not gone. Okay, but it's going to be some restructuring going on over there. It might not be the same platform when you go back and check it out a month from now. Let's just say that. Fans noticed this change when comparing the current intro to the one used during the Gran Turismo movie in 2023. The omission was first called out on social media by Real Redek. All right, I hope I got you right. Y'all can look him up on Twitter at Real Redek. He put, "I don't like this era of the Sackboy erasure." No Sackboy, and everybody started noticing it. Sackboy, I'm gonna give you a little kudos right now. You wasn't just a platforming hero. You was a symbol to PlayStation. I remember having a PlayStation 3 playing Little Big Planet with my kids. They all loved to play it. We all play together. I think you're a better mascot than Astrobot. By far. That's me. Astrobot looks a lot cooler than you. Yes, way cooler than you. By far, he looks cooler than you. Like, you'll never look as cool as Astrobot. You look way worse than Astrobot. But you've touched way more hearts. And a lot of people feel deep within you. Okay? So, the PlayStation 3 era for Sackboy meant a lot to me. They can't put him on the street like that. It's like seeing my family member walking out the door for milk and not coming back. It's like my dog running off playing fetch but never gets the ball. It's like being born without a mom. Touch it. Touch it. Sackboy, we're going to now give you I Don't Have Any Condolences songs. So I'm going to play a sound. Hopefully it's good, Sackboy. If it's not, farewell. There we go. All right, let's get it on. It's on to the next segment, the hottest segment in the world. Yes, it is. None other than Choose Your Fate. Woo, this is the hottest segment, y'all, where you must pick a choice. You get a question. You get asked this question, and you must pick one or the other. There is no flip-floppy shit on this one. You cannot say, well, I kind of like this one, but I do like this, and I do. No, you smash the other one, and you pick this one. It is simple as that. That is the way the game goes. All right? Let's get to Choose Your Fate. Bam! The first one in Choose Your Fate. Now, hold on, Choose Your Fate. I want to be able to pause this just in case. Which one? Hold on. We pausing it right now. Pause it right now. Y'all, we with the smoke. I told y'all. Choose Your Fate segments get to the bread and butter of your hate, of your real anger. Which one makes you more upset? $500 Nintendo Switch 2 digital bundle. Or, and that's the digital bundle, by the way. I believe it is digital only bundle. I think it is the $500 Nintendo Switch 2 digital only bundle. I don't know if that is, but let's just say digital only bundle. Or the $80 standard game price. Which one makes you more upset? This is a tough one for me. I know I might throw everybody for a loop on this one. But I think that $500 Nintendo Switch 2 bundle is actually a little bit worse. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. No, I'm capping. It's $80 games. I ain't gonna lie. I actually will buy the Nintendo Switch 2. I just wanted to try to buy it up. Nintendo Switch 2 bundle, ain't nothing wrong with that, man. $500. I thought it was a little overpriced at first. Man, come on, let's be real. $80 games, bro. This is not even close. I remember when games were $20. I remember when there were sports titles, and y'all remember PlayStation 2 came out with NFL 2K, NBA 2K, NHL 2K. They had the tennis 2K. They had everything, and they came out with every game for $20, bro. It was $20 every single game. Now we talking about $80. Damn. Y'all, if we start paying $80 now, the $70 game price hike was only but a year or two ago. Maybe 3. Maybe I'm counting wrong. But I feel like with that trajectory, it means in another 3 years, we're looking at $90 games, $100 games. Imagine legendary editions. I'm sorry. We need to ban right now the $80 price tag game. And we also need to not ban that. We need to ban the subscription plan, because the subscription plan, I'm telling y'all, they setting you up. It's a plan. It's a plan. Matter of fact, I might switch. Now. I might say, Nintendo, I'm being flip-floppy now because they setting you up. It's a trick. I got my tinfoil hat on. They really getting you to pay $80 or $90 for the games so you can get into the subscription model. You ain't got to pay the $80, $90. I might say, but no, I'm gonna say that the game prices is crazy, bro. At least for the system, I could probably say, okay, $500 is the basic price. It has been an Xbox price. It has been like a Sony price. Like a lot of systems have been released around that $500 price mark. I think that's pretty common. $80 games is not common. Crazy. All right, let's move on. Let's go through the chat. I want to see the chat on this one. Okay, Devon. $80 game prices, easy. $80 game prices, easy. Chelsea Melts, $80 game prices. Keithy, it's a Switch bundle. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, Keithy, I was a little bit leaning. But you got to be strong. So $80, that's it. I ain't going to $500 is cool for the bundle. All right, I got to stay strong. $80, really high, Sean. Chelsea, it was $60 a bit ago. I ain't gonna lie, it was just a little bit ago. It was $60 just a week ago. That's what Hove would say. You can always wait for a sale. I agree with him on that. Now, let's go ahead. We're gonna move on to the next one. Because like I told you, the hottest segment right now in gaming. Ooh-wee. Feature that bothers you more. This one must be a Rage Edition. Did they call this one the Rage Edition? Because I ain't gonna lie, I just raged a little bit ago. I feel like I can rage again. Feature that bothers you more. Always online requirement for single player games or mandatory 100 gigabyte plus size installs. I'm not gonna lie, this is easy for me, y'all. And y'all might think I'm tripping. I don't know. But always online requirement for single player games is the dumbest shit invented. Why do you do this? It is dumb. Stop it. Do not do it anymore. Any single console, any game, anything. I was so mad at Street Fighter 6 because Street Fighter 6, I believe, was one of those that did this. I remember, and thank Lord for the hackers. Yes, because I don't want to play my game online. So therefore, I did download Street Fighter 6 for another system and play it. But guess what? I own it because I wanted to play the single player mode. And I deleted it after I played it. So now you can't even say I played it for more than 24 hours. You know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, I am pissed at that. I hate it. You should not have to be online to play a game that you want to be with nobody else. You don't want to be with nobody else. Bro, do you know the point of a single player game? It's to be a single player. It's to be alone. Now I understand what you should do in single player games. The moment it cuts on, you should give this big warning. If you do not connect your game to the online, you're going to be missing critical updates and stuff to get your game to work properly, and so da-da-da. And if you want to connect one time to get the final update, cool. But that should be it. That's me. That's my choice. I'm sticking with it. All right, now let me get to the chat. I want to see what some of y'all said in the chat. Because that's me. Always online pisses me off, bro. It pisses me off. Okay, so we're going to see. Now, online requirement. Bam. Alex, I'm with you. Online requirement, hands down. We got 1. Ha! Online requirement, 2. Y'all see it. In chat, we can feel different. There we go. Same. Justin Melt's another one. MK1 does it too. Stop. We don't need to be online to play. Keithius, my internet is slow, but I hate the online requirement. It's stupid for single player games. Yo, I think we all agree on that one. I hate the fact that these days there are many games, and I mean single player games, that you can't even launch them if your internet connection goes down. That's everything on Xbox almost, right? That feels like everything on Xbox. I'm not going to lie. That's the one thing I hate most. We all can agree unanimously. Always online. Like, I'm not going to lie. Large downloads is upsetting, but at least I can manage that. Like, I can say, okay, I won't download multiple large games. Maybe I'll just download Call of Duty and another large game. You know what I mean? Fortnite and Apex. Something else, and then I'll manage other games. But with always online, I have to be online. It is the dumbest thing in the world. Okay? So, let's go on to the next one. Oh, this is hilarious. All right, no longer Rage Edition. No longer Rage Edition. Okay? It's a little better. Feel a little better. Now, which will happen first? GTA 6 official release or a PlayStation handheld with long battery life? It's going to be very easy for me. GTA 6 will release first. I'm sorry. Sony just doesn't have it in them to release a handheld with a long battery life. They just don't. Maybe it's just your console is too powerful, and when you try to do it portable, it's just too powerful and they can't handle it. The Steam Deck seems to somehow do it, but I don't know. The PlayStation just can't seem to do it right. They just can't seem to do it right. Now, I don't know. Check the numbers on me, y'all. What's the longest a PlayStation handheld battery life can last while you're playing it? I don't want to hear just on, because they give you the, Yo, Alex, stop, man. You almost made me just stop and admit it. My man said neither. Yo, it's just bad, man. I'm going to have to say for this one, and I like PlayStation handhelds. I'm not going to lie. I actually like the PSP, the Vita. You know what I mean? These are wonderful consoles, man. Like, these handheld consoles are some of the best handheld consoles to still have and actually take around and play. I'm not going to act like, get a PSP right now, bro, with some good games. Them jokers hold up to mobile games. I'm not lying. So I'm going to give Sony their props as far as a handheld. But when it comes to battery life, it is nasty work. You need to buy the additional battery and all that. We ain't trying to walk around with a bulky. We might as well have the console with us. So I'm going to have to say GTA 6, I think will release first. Okay. Now, speaking of batteries, GTA 6, obviously, Sony don't care about handheld gaming. They abuse the PlayStation Vita. Talk to them nice, PlayStation hacks. Yo, the PlayStation Vita was one of the best. Sony dropped the ball on these handhelds, man. Sony handhelds were beautiful. I love them. Still to this day, they were great. Why didn't they put more money in stock into handheld? Like, come on. And I do understand Nintendo was kind of running the market a lot with all their handhelds. I'm not going to lie. They were. But Sony, you should have stuck in there, bro. Sony, I'm not going to lie. Shout out to everybody out there with their PSPs and their PlayStation Vitas, man. You know what I mean? All right, GTA 6 for sure, my man, huh? Unless GTA 6 gets delayed, it should come out first, which it was delayed, by the way, until May of 2026. A lot of people hot about that. I figure, we waiting anyway. I ain't really tripping. Alex says it lasts about 2 hours, maybe less. Remember how good the batteries were on the PlayStation 3 controller? Oh, talk to him, Draw. When you would got to have a notification that your battery is dying and you can still play. Man, I remember playing God of War 3. Oh, my goodness. I remember that game was just rocking. Controller vibrating. The next thing you know, oh, bing, bing. Controller low. I turn the vibration off, dude. Bam, I'm good. I play, man, hey. Simple as that, man. Good old days, man. We ain't got that no more, all right? but I think this is obvious. GTA 6 will come out before a PlayStation handheld. Let's move on. Oh, yeah, we got some good ones today. Which feels more forced? Fortnite combining with Eminem and doing a concert, and also they got a bunch of emotes and everything else. Or Call of Duty crossover with Godzilla and King Kong. I hate to do this one because everybody who knows me know this game I love, man. I buy this game every year. I buy it every year, man. Yes, it's the same sometimes, and it sucks sometimes, and I still love it. I love it, man. I love it like Duke Nukem Forever, which sucked, but I loved it because it's Duke Nukem Forever. You know what I mean? Call of Duty is more forced. I'm sorry. To me, Eminem mixing with Fortnite actually kind of makes some sense. There are kids to this day that actually like Eminem. Eminem has made new music. Okay? I know. I have oldest daughter right now likes Eminem music. Okay? She's the only one, though. I'm going to say the youngest, too. Likes a little bit. All right? Oldest loves Eminem. Okay? I loved Eminem. I was raised on Eminem. Okay? Fortnite, I don't play, but Eminem is kind of wonky to crazy. You know, when I was just a little baby girl, my mama used to tell me these crazy things. She used to tell me my daddy was an evil man. She used to tell me he hated me. See, I remember, I go back with Eminem. Y'all want to go talk Eminem. I know, hey, 1, 2, Life by Marshall Mathers. What is life? Life is like a big obstacle in front of your opticals to slow you down. And every time you think you've gotten past it, it's going to come back around, attack you to the damn ground. Talk, Slim. Y'all think I don't know Slim, man. I know Slim. All right? You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, my man said Eminem, overrated. Overrated. I rock with him, man. I can't do that play. Why you doing that to my dog, man? All right, but obviously Call of Duty mixing with Godzilla and King Kong. What the hell, bro? Call of Duty has went so left field. We went from being like black ops, you know, operatives and sneaking in and doing like spec ops and all this cool stuff to Snoop Dogg and 21 Savage and Nicki Minaj, you know, to King Kong and freaking Godzilla. What do they have to do with Call of Duty? I don't want this futuristic Call of Duty. I don't want flying and running across walls. I don't want none of that. I want my good old Call of Duty of getting in there, flashbang, but got 3 people, y'all slipped. That's what I want. Whatever happened to that? Call of Duty, I'm sorry, you gotta get this smoke. That is horrible decision. I mean, the gameplay might be good. It might be fun. I'm not even going to talk about the modes. The modes might be fun. It might be great. It might be fun to play. But it is more forced. Yes, it is forced. There's so much out there that you could have taken. Why don't you lean on the military? You know what I mean? Why don't you talk to them? Get some actual, you know, some ex-military guys to come in and be in the game and actually do commentary or something. Like, they could be voices. You know, y'all just got to do something else, man. This ain't it. This ain't it. Why don't y'all just go get Show Speed, right? I rock with Speed. At least Speed's doing everything, right? He's on everywhere, everything. Get Show Speed and just get Kai and get everybody else. Who are the other popular people? I don't watch none of them, I'm gonna be honest. I'm old. Okay, I just know the kids see them and they see them out there. Okay. So anyways, and by the way, somebody called me Show Speed's dad. Kiss my ass. Okay, not live in the chat just now. This is a while ago. I'm still kind of remembering that, and I just thought about it right now. So kiss my ass, all right? But it was funny. It was actually hilarious. Very hilarious. Not gonna lie, I thought for a second you was talking about M&M's, like the candy. I ain't gonna lie, Keithius. I don't blame you, okay? COD used to be sleek and cool. It did. The OG CODs were cool. The World War II stuff was great. The modern stuff, Snorefest. Okay? Now, let's go ahead and move on. I think it's unanimous. More force. Call of Duty. Forcing Godzilla King Kong crossover. What the hell are you doing? Okay? What was a bigger letdown? Suicide Squad killed the Justice League Skull and Bones. I'm going to be honest. This is a hilarious question because which one was a bigger letdown? They both were such a letdown that I didn't play either one. I didn't play either one. So they both were a letdown. I can't even say which one was more of a letdown because I didn't play either one. So that's how you know they were very much letdowns. Okay. So I'm going to lean on y'all for this one. Okay. You know, I don't know. This is supposed to be, I got to smoke a topic and I got to keep the other one. So you know what? I got this. Suicide Squad is the bigger letdown. I'm going to tell you why. Because Suicide Squad, you got Marvel backing. It should be no excuse when you got that Marvel tag behind you. And I don't even watch Suicide Squad like that. I haven't seen the movie or nothing. Like I told you, I'm old. Am I right? Suicide Squad, ain't it that Marvel? You know, I know it ain't DC, so I ain't going to go like that. I ain't going to go old like that. It's May the 4th, and I don't know. I ain't going to tell y'all that I never watched Star Wars in my life. I know, it's May the 4th. I'm a Trekkie. I can't watch that. It's against my religion. I'm a Trekkie. I can do it with both hands, too. That's how you know I'm a real Trekkie. All right? Real Trekkies can't do it with both hands. They can do it with one. They be like, I can't do it with this one. Do it with both hands. I'm a real Trekkie. So I'm going to have to say bigger letdown, Suicide Squad. That's just me. I'm not sure. I didn't play either one because they were both let down. So I'm going to go to the chat. I'm going to lean on the chat on this one, okay? Divine AFK said, flat out, this is a tie. Both games, terrible letdowns. Skull and Bones, in my opinion. Now, I haven't played Skull and Bones, so I'm glad you said that, okay? So, now Keithius, Skull and Bones didn't even make any sense. Suicide Squad was at least playable. Damn. Skull and Bones was that bad? I knew it was bad. That's why I didn't play it. But damn. Woo. Shit. Skull and Bones, y'all got to do some work. Ooh. So I'm going to have to say, like I said, I got to take it off. So I'm going to just say Suicide Squad DC. See? There we go. That's why I said. See, I ain't know. I told don't play with me either. Is Suicide Squad really DC? If it's DC, okay. See, I don't know. I'm old. I don't be paying attention to none of that. You know, I ain't seen Avengers Endgame. I know that's crazy. One of the best, I heard Marvel. That's Marvel, right? Marvel movies ever. Haven't seen it. I'm not just into, man, I'm getting old, man. I used to watch X-Men animated series when I was a youngin'. That was hot. That was fire. This is all this other stuff, man. It's kind of different. It's different, man. I'm used to seeing Jubilee and Rogue flying that, you know. Oh, okay, Harley Quinn from Batman. Okay, I didn't even know Harley Quinn was there until you just said it. That shows you how I know. Okay, so let's go ahead. Let me give him the work right. Okay, here we go. Suicide Squad, you got to get this work, okay? It don't make sense that you got Harley Quinn in your game and you ain't even successful. I'm sorry. I know every little girl around there like Harley Quinn. They like her because she's a girl, and that's it. Like, you can't even get the women to buy the game? Oh, nasty work. So that's just me. All right, I gave it to work. There we go. All right, but for me, I'm going to have to go to y'all. I didn't play either one. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to have to say both. But I'm going to say Suicide Squad get to work worse. Now, let's go on to the next one. Ooh, which one is more anti-consumer? Nintendo ending 3DS and Wii U online support, or Xbox putting exclusives on a PlayStation 5? Damn, this is a good one. Woo, this is a good question. Yo, shout out to Question Team, man. Shout out to Question Team, yo. Shout out y'all, man. Y'all doing a hell of a job out there. This is a good one. Which one is more anti-consumer? This is tough for me, y'all. I'm going to say Xbox exclusives on PlayStation is more anti-consumer than Nintendo ending support for 3DS and Wii U. Reason being, I always bought into Xbox consoles because of the competition and knowing that I was going to have certain key characters, Master Chief, right? And nobody else would be able to see that. So if I was able to get a master Halo game, the best Halo game ever released, the best Halo game ever made, I knew my friend who had a Sony console could never, ever see that. and he would be envious and jealous of me and my console. That is what a lot of gamers do. Now, of course, he gets something else, and I get envious and jealous of him, and that's how gaming works. And we say, man, damn, you got a good system. He says the same to me. But now, you just put Master Chief on PlayStation. What do I have? What do I have to brag about? I don't got nothing. Game Pass, they got, hey, Sony catching up. Nintendo Switch is pretty low priced. They're pretty good. Like, their online is doing good. What do I have left? What the bruck do I have left? So I'm going to say Xbox putting exclusives on PlayStation. Final answer. Thank you. It was a good job. I tried to give it my all. I try not to look at the chat too, because see, the chat can persuade you. So I can't look at the chat because I want to go off y'all next, okay? I want to go off. I want to see what y'all say. Okay, by the way, 200. The number showed 200. I took a screenshot. 200 live right now across all platforms. Y'all do me a favor. Please share out the content. Dap me up, Harry Knuckles and all. Let's keep it rolling, all right? Oh, let's get to this chat. We got a tie with Chelsea Melts. Ha says, ending 3DS Wii U online support 100%. Oh, that's nasty work. I'm not going to lie. You get no more online support. No more. It's done. You don't have your game downloaded. That's it. You can't even get it again. So if you delete a game you paid $100 for, you cannot download it again. That, I ain't going to lie. That's very anti-consumerism, bro. Now that I'm saying it out loud, I actually feel like at least... But you know what? I can't go against it. Can't go against it. I'm sticking with my side. Steam looking at Xbox fighting PlayStation 5. In line, they boxing it out, man. All right, they boxing it out. Also, Steam looking at Nintendo ending online support. Yo, Keithius can't choose. Both are bad. They both are bad, man. I'm just going to stick with my guns. I'm going to say Xbox putting the exclusives on PlayStation. I think that's nasty work, man. Like, you set us up. You do your whole marketing to be a head-to-head competitor of Sony, only to release some of your major titles on PlayStation. Nasty work. I think that's a letdown. Now, on the other side, I do agree with him, but this is choose your fate. I got to stick to my guns. I got to choose one. I ain't looking at that one. Okay? It ain't that bad. People got the games. You can hack your system. The Wii U, very hackable. 3DS, very hackable. You can download your games anywhere. Okay, yes, you got to get illegal. And when Nintendo come and lock you up, because they always got the ninjas looking, you just get to court with all your facts. Y'all don't got the online up. How am I supposed to get my game? There you go. Great argument in court. You're going to win, and everything's going to change in gaming. Okay? That's why they won't take you to court for that. All right, so let's see the next one. Oh, hold on. Which are you less excited for? Call of Duty's upcoming 2025 release or Ubisoft's open world Assassin's Creed Infinity? This is very easy for me. I'm actually excited for one. And the other, I'm actually not excited for the first time ever. Ever. And this is hard for me to say, y'all. Call of Duty, I'm not excited for, man. This is going to be the first time in the history of Call of Duty history, okay, that I've been not excited about a Call of Duty. I'm actually looking forward to Assassin's Creed open world. I'm looking forward to it. I haven't been a big fan of Assassin's Creed, but I think I will now. That's crazy. Call of Duty. Let me talk to you for a second. You have merged everything into one big conglomerate. You might as well say it is Call of Duty. That's it. It's no 2025. It's no Call of Duty Black Ops 6. It's just call it Call of Duty. And by the way, every year just say we got a new update. And you charge for the update. Because all these different versions are confusing people like me who were true Call of Duty people. I remember playing, what was it, Advanced Warfare? Thinking this is a piece of shit. And I depended on you to come back strong. And you did. Actually, I think you shitted on me with Future Soldier or something. I don't know. It was Future. I don't remember. But nonetheless, the Future one for Call of Duty, it sucked. And then they went back old school. They came back new. And it was like, okay, I can deal with that. But I can't deal with this. I don't know what I'm playing when I open up the game. I can't deal with this. I download a Call of Duty, but I got to download 7 Call of Duties. I just want the one I paid for. I don't want to pay for it and download Warzone, download Black Ops 6, Black Ops 3, Modern Warfare 3, Modern Warfare 2, Call of Duty 2025, Call of Duty 1991, original Call of Duty, the Modern Warfare Classic Battle, the tactical version, the Warfare version. I don't want all that shit. I just want Call of Duty, the one I paid for. It's easy. Call of Duty 2025, I am not excited for. All right, let me get to the chat. Now, Call of Duty. There we go. Call of Duty. Okay, Keithius said he can't choose. Both are bad. Call of Duty. Call of Duty. Let's go. Call of Duty. Let's go. Call of Duty. Seems like our chat's unanimous. Everybody, Call of Duty. Now, Momo, I want a Call of Duty campaign goes back to where we went to war with comrades in PC and not alone in Secret Ops. Let me tell you something about Call of Duty, Momo. They don't give a damn about me or you. I figured that out, man. I'm a Call of Duty fanboy, man. I'm one that kissed Call of Duty's ass every year. I'm talking about royally. Everybody can testify. I can go back. I wish I had those clips from last year. I said, Call of Duty, the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be. They're the Bret Hart of first-person shooters. Oh, they're everything. Oh, I'm gargling. That's how I sounded, man. Disgusted in myself. Disgusted, man. We done, man. We're done now. Ladies and gentlemen, that is another episode of Nick Moses 05 Gaming Podcast. Thank you all for tuning in. 204 people live. Fortunately, we have to go. I know. Yap King is back. Yo, I'm hoping to go live later and play the game. I'm trying. There's a bunch of people turning in their games on Twitch. Shout out everybody on Twitch. If you were on Twitch, they got a thing going on over there. I don't know what it is. It's like you earn games for watching on Twitch. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what that is. But y'all check that out. Shout out everybody on YouTube, Facebook, everybody on X, everybody on, who else I leave out on Kick, everybody on Trovo, everybody on LinkedIn. I think we across multiple platforms. So appreciate all y'all, man. Love the hell out of all y'all, man. I could go through the chat, man. Draw, Devon, Momo, Chelsea, who else? Fano, my dog, PlayStation Hack. Shout out PlayStation Hack. Michael Crump came in the building, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Michael Crump, Keithius, Alex. Who else? Damn, I got so many people. I'm missing somebody. Sean. Shout out Sean. Who else am I missing? Damn, we got a couple other people. Blizzard Fox tuned in. Dr. Specimen, I caught you on the sneak. JDN, Budget Boxes. So I remember you. Neo, everybody else, man. Shelby, I know plenty of y'all. I'm missing y'all names. Freestyle. Damn, I'm trying to remember y'all. I'm getting back to it. But nonetheless, shout out to all y'all, man. I love the hell out of y'all. Y'all dap me up. Great stream as always.